Welcome to the B Team Podcast. I am your host, Josh Saffran, with my co-host,
At Mars,
and our permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
We're here every week to talk to you about all things Bentonville, bourbon, and business. The B Team Podcast. Be here. Welcome to the B Team Podcast. It is your weekly Thursday edition of Bentonville Business and Bourbon. I am your host, Josh Saffran, along with my co-host,
Matt Mars.
And our permanent guest didn't make the cut today.
It's RJ.
RJ, Rob Jr. Say hi, Rob Jr. Adding as much value as Rob Sr. would be adding on
He doesn't
on the
talk
podcast.
back, though. That is nice.
The viewers have spoken, and Rob Jr. is going to stay. I mean, that's how I feel right about now. You think Rob Jr. is going to add more value today than
I don't know.
Rob?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I can see that, well, Rob's missing out. I can tell that.
He is missing out. And before we get to Sam and the double B and the buttered biscuit, we did realize that with Rob not here, what better thing to do than to bring on the lady that gave birth to Rob? What do you think?
I love that. Yeah.
That's going to be better than Rob Jr. So, drum roll, please. Ta-da!
Oh, here she is.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Am I replacing that?
Yeah, you're going to value this. We're gonna put you over by Josh. That I'm sorry in advance.
I apologize. So this is, instead of Rob Jr., who was it? Show favorite,
Yeah,
we're going to bring in the lovely and talented mom.
Miss Emily.
You everybody.
And it's a perfect one for her to be here.
Because we're going to be eating food, right? And you're a New Yorker. You can appreciate a good meal. Us New Yorkers got to stick together on the side of the table.
We know the good stuff.
So there's a lot of pressure today because it's an audience of New Yorkers, and mom is a big baker, cooker herself.
It's an audience of critics, but hopefully friendly critics. I can win you over by the end of the evening here.
I've been to your restaurant and it's absolutely amazing.
I love it.
See
Thank
that?
you so much. I'm
I go to the nail place right in your store.
yes, fantastic.
It's incredible.
They're amazing over there.
Yeah.
I get my nails done every Thursday. Self-care. No, I've got 4 daughters, so they're all a little bit young for nails yet. But I think that with the nail place next to one of them, a hair salon next to one of the others, we love being in strip centers that allow for just some great
A lot of traffic.
traffic and
Yeah.
just some good times for the community.
So, Emily, we have a little bit of drink for you here, and if you slide a little closer towards me, I won't bite. Perfect. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that camera's looking
scary.
right at you.
It's scary.
Wow. Okay. So one of the themes that we do is bourbon, and so we're going to drink a little bourbon today, if that's okay with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Heaven Hill. So the first time I saw this, I was in Rome, Georgia, and this hasn't been launched yet in Arkansas. This was a couple years ago, and I bought a bottle, and I absolutely loved it, and now you can get it here. So I'm a huge fan of this pour. It's about $45 to $50. I'm going to pour you some, Sam. Matt, you said you've had this before?
Yeah, I have. I love. I think it's good too. I probably had it over at Bar Nelson
Probably.
with Emily.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you have.
With some pasta and broccoli. That's one of your specialties. Mm-hmm. Delicious. Delicious. We may have to have you open up a restaurant. Maybe we'll have pasta and broccoli and buttered biscuit together.
I know a guy that could help you open something.
Yeah, it comes out really good. My mom taught me how to make it, and I've been making it now for years. I love it.
Let's cheers to this.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Let's toast. Tell me what you think of this.
Oh,
Good, right?
That's so good.
Isn't it nice? It's got like a sweet finish to it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of caramel to me, and you and I joke we don't have that refined palate, but I get a sweet finish on the back end of this.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. It's smooth. It's
really smooth.
It doesn't have a bunch of bite in it.
No. So I'm a big fan. The Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. You could find it here at the local stores. And it's really good. I'm a fan. So we could pour and drink it as we go on the episode. But we're going to move on to the business portion in Bentonville. and Mr. Sam with the great looking haircut.
Well, thank you. I know a spot.
I know.
I have some coupons I might be able to hook you up with.
Free passes.
Free passes.
Free
Right?
passes.
Free day pass to the club.
Gents Place. Shout out.
Absolutely.
But Sam is here. He's a friend. He's become a friend for many, many years now. A lot closer in the last year. We'll talk about our visit at the Gents Place. We'll cover that a little bit today. But he is the owner of the Buttered Biscuit, which is one of the most premium, amazing breakfast spots in town.
Well, thank you. I have to demur slightly. I'm the co-owner, the minority shareholder to my wife, who is the
Smart man.
the woman of dreams. So she is true 51%, but also 51% of just she makes the whole thing sparkle. So I've exciting announcement that we just were awarded the gold best of the best for breakfast.
Hold on.
That's so awesome.
That's the best. So yeah, we just received that award. We took the whole team down to celebrate, and it was just an amazing event. So we got a lot of really fun just pictures and stories. And what was a funny story is last year we got silver, and we don't like being beaten by anybody. So the whole team rallied. We kind of put a war room together, and actually decided to let's step up our game. We went through a whole process, and we're like, let's make this better. So I'm proud to show you all some of the food we've got. It's on our menu today, but we've got also some exciting stuff about some new locations to talk about. I've got some prototype pictures I want to share with you all today. Never before seen, so we're really pumped about that.
We love announcements here.
Love to roll these things out. We also have some exciting news about a charitable foundation that we just started. It's called Project Biscuit. So I would love to chat about that as well.
We'll cover whatever you want today. Just make sure you feed us because
Hey, we can start.
smells so good.
I know.
But before we eat, let's just how did the business get started, and give us an update on the existing locations.
Absolutely. So it started with a dream and a prayer. My wife was gardening one day, and she felt just the urge of the Holy Spirit to say, like, Anna, you can do this. Like, go start a restaurant. I had a decade of corporate business experience and strategy and branding, sales, and that's what brought us here to Northwest Arkansas.
The old Walmart.
The old Walmart transplant.
Thanks for Walmart.
We have a lot of gratitude for what they've done here in this town, and certainly appreciate being a part of it. But she got on the phone, and to her credit, started calling business brokers and realtors, and was like, "Hey, I want to make this dream happen." I came home and was my genius was saying, "Yes, honey," and supporting her in her dream. And it was just amazing, the culture, when we talk about business in Bentonville, the culture of Bentonville that surrounds business entrepreneurs, just cheer them along to the finish line. Not just give them a couple little handout sound bites like, but actually walk with us. I have pictures and videos of some of the who's who of the building class of Bentonville carrying and helping make Buttered Biscuit a reality. And I think that just is emblematic to who we are as a culture here, and we all want to see each other succeed and win together. So she had the dream. About 9 months later, we found a building. 3 months after that, we opened. We opened on Moberly location with $164,000 and a lot of late nights of doing things ourselves. And by the Friday after we opened, I'd resigned and jumped into restaurant full time. So my boss was a little shocked. And my wife looked at me and was like, "Man, I can't do this alone." I'm like, "Well, we're all in now. So let's rock and roll."
No going back.
No going back. Not at all.
But that's interesting because when we opened the Gents Place, Emily left her job to do the same thing. Yeah, it's one of those where you go, you have to be all in or all out, and then you do something that's yours and it's your passion, and you go, working and getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, it pays bills, all that stuff. But when you put your heart and soul and money into it, it just changes the game to the nth degree.
Totally. And I think it's best in community. So, and this is, again, going back to Bentonville, can't toot the horn loud enough. When you really start considering that this is, there's so many experts on all different levels in this town where we're probably 2 degrees of separation away from solving any problem we want to. And business is all about solving a need. My wife saw a need in breakfast, saw that there wasn't a great, from scratch, handcrafted food. And that's what we set out to make. And we were successful in Bentonville. We've then expanded to the second location in Bentonville, opened one up in Springdale, one in Fayetteville, and now we've got the 2 more opening up in Little Rock this year. But
In Little Rock.
Yeah, we're jumping across the state. We're going to go to Central Arkansas. Really excited to stay inside the state and really just take advantage of this amazing state that we have and continue to grow. We've actually wanted to go to Little Rock for quite some time, but this is where we spent about 18 months developing a prototype store, and we knew that we had to do it right if we were going to go down to Little Rock.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's huge.
Where are you going to be in Little Rock? Can you share, or too early to tell?
No, so we absolutely can share. So we've got one location in the West Little Rock. So it's going to be in the Promenade shopping complex right off Chenal. So our backdoor neighbor is one of my favorite restaurants, Local Lime. And then right around the corner, you have Gearhead, Apple, Sephora. It's right in this great shopping
that'll
center.
be good.
Plenty of parking for those who know.
Yeah.
We made sure we had parking there.
Smart man.
So we're really stoked about that location. The sign just went up yesterday, the actual sign on the building. So we're really excited. We're shooting for an end of May launch and open to the public. So it's coming up really fast. We have our GMs hired. We're going through training right now to make sure that everything opens with a bang.
So how are you dividing your time? Because we've had other owners here that have opened second, third, fourth location. And part of the experience is you and your wife, right? I mean, the food is amazing, but you are well known in town and you do a nice job of providing experience. But Little Rock, for those that don't know, is 3.5 hours away.
It is.
So how are you going to manage being in two places at one time?
Well, so, I think the greatest part about scaling business is the culture you get to grow with. One thing that we've enjoyed is developing the people here in Northwest Arkansas. We're actually relocating one of our GMs from this town down to Little Rock to carry that torch. The other component is we hired the GM for Little Rock about a month ago, and they're going to go through 3 months of training here in the northwest part of Arkansas. Really cross-pollinate who we are with what we want the ethos of that restaurant to be. We're also going to spend about a month in Little Rock, at least, where we're going to move our family down there. We're going to spend time getting to know the community. Hired a local PR firm that can help kind of integrate the right people so we can maximize our time. But really what it gets down to is, ensuring brand integrity. And that comes through in the food, it comes through in the culture, it comes through our kind of core brand pillars that we like to talk about every single day. So, yeah, I think that's the, and then this is the beautiful thing of the digital world. You get to, using technology, understand the leading indicators and the kind of the core KPIs of what drives a business, and then use that to make sure this speck of everything going out the front door or to the guests is exactly how we want it to be.
Now, I'm not going to lie. We've done a bunch of podcasts, and this is the quietest I've ever heard Matt, which must mean he's hungry and ready to eat some.
We've got some gravy. We've got some biscuits here. We've got some jams. I brought a smattering of a little bit of everything. So I've got some plates. So we can go ahead and dive in.
Tell us what we're eating.
Show you all what we got here. So let me get.
Okay.
So first of all, the signature biscuit. We start with just 6 key ingredients. It's just a very basic Southern biscuit recipe. Funny story. We're from the Midwest and knew nothing about what biscuits were. When we named it the Buttered Biscuit, we knew it was the right name for the brand that we were trying to launch in the market we were launching. For the first 6 months, we actually partnered with a local bakery, and they baked our biscuits, brought them in every day. We sold them the next day. It didn't meet our quality expectations. So to elevate, we brought the biscuits in-house, and they've been and will stay made in-house for the last 6 years.
Now I need to pause you because, Miss Emily, it is my understanding that in the Nelson Mars household over the holidays, there is homemade biscuits and gravy that is made, correct?
Yes, absolutely. It's really good.
So you're a connoisseur.
Yeah, it's good.
So I want
Very
to,
good.
I want to know what your what your recipe is here.
You'll have to ask Rob that.
Rob may not be back.
Yeah.
I think this. I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you grab yourself a biscuit there. I've got some gravy. What would you
Here,
think
get
to
in there,
serve with?
Josh.
I've got. All right, so let me explain to you. So the biscuits are made fresh every day, starting at about 5 a.m. We make them fresh. We bake them off as we need them to keep and make sure that we have the hottest, freshest biscuit.
They smell amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
If we could only get the smell here. And so when you open up a biscuit, there should be a crispy outside
Sure.
and a soft inside. So this is what I would say is kind of the money shot of what a biscuit actually is, right?
But it's heavy. It's flaky. It's like
So there's a few things. Real unsalted butter. Like there's no margarine. It is just, it's flour, baking powder, unsalted butter.
Take a whiff of that.
Unsalted butter.
I would have thought you would do salted butter.
No, we want to be able to.
Tells you what I know.
So when you take a bite of a biscuit, you want to see layers. We can only fold the dough 2 times before we have to repurpose it into other things.
Oh, good.
All right, before I get too heavy in that, all right, yeah, house-made strawberry jam. That you can
House-made?
make the jam from scratch in house. We take a strawberries, we puree it down, add a little lemon, a little bit of sugar, and it's just fantastic. So
Emily's
here we go.
Rob doesn't do that, does he?
There's no doubt.
That's feedback for Rob Jr.
Here we go. I've got, here's another one. This is called bacon jam. So we start with our signature in-house bacon, put a little bit of coffee, which we are proud to partner with Onyx.
bacon jam.
Bacon jam. And we put some other secret sauces in there. It stews for just over an hour. We then mix that up and we serve it on our chicken waffles. You can have it on the deep south sandwich. That is what I would call a crack in a can right there.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Here, Emily.
And yeah, I've got a couple more spoons here.
Now we're not mixing. We're just sampling these.
Let's just sample the jams first, and then we'll move on to the gravy, which is
oh my God.
all right. So I've got a couple other butters here. We do have about half a dozen in-house butters that we make. This one is a lemon lavender.
Hold on.
You make butter?
So we take the butter and we incorporate. We use a local honey supplier. His name is Billy Boykin. Comes in, drops off 5 gallons of honey. We whip it into our butter. We add, this one is lemon, but what do you think of that bacon jam?
Yeah, I was
The bacon jam, I could just go there and order a biscuit and bacon jam. It's like I ate a sandwich.
That was unreal.
It was amazing.
It pairs perfect with
Did you
with
try it?
bourbon here.
The bacon jam yet?
Delicious.
So it was so unexpected.
Now I thought I would like the strawberry better, but I think I like bacon.
Did you try the strawberry yet?
Yeah.
I've got to eat some of this. This is
Half bacon jam.
So what do you how do you order the bacon jam at the restaurant? What do you put it on?
so it comes on the deep south sandwich, which is fried chicken, bacon jam, cheddar, our house-made zucchini pickles, and it's a biscuit sandwich. Wow. You can also order it on the side with any of the other as a spread.
Do you bottle it and sell it? Because I'm going to tell you,
I think that might be an idea right there.
that's
first.
That's unreal.
Business.
We're breaking hot off the press.
There we go. I love that.
It tastes like you're eating a bacon sandwich. It's so good.
I mean, everybody loves bacon, but I was not expecting that.
And I was with you, Emily. I thought I love the strawberry.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would like the bacon at all. The bacon's a 10. The strawberry is too.
A 10. I mean, yes.
Strawberry is good, but
I think the bacon's so good because it's so unexpected. You know, that you have no idea.
Strawberry was good. I
Yeah.
mean, but you expect it to be good. The bacon that was like hit or miss, that was, again, a 10.
Fantastic.
This
Come on
year, if you guys sold ice cream there, you could put this on the top of the ice cream.
Just drizzle it right on there. All right, let me show you the lemon lavender butter. This is a seasonal special. We always have a seasonal butter because we are the Buttered Biscuit, which I was thinking about B alliterations for your podcast.
That's the only reason you're here today.
So first of all, you had blue, and now you've had the Butter Biscuit, and I think you get
Barry,
right? Yep. I can rename myself to Bam, right? So
you're fitting right in.
all right, try some of this this lemon lavender butter.
Okay.
So we take the lemon, we zest it. So we get all the lemon peel off. We take a lavender simple syrup that we make. We incorporate it into the butter, and then this is served as one of our seasonal spreads this round.
And we're going to pass it over to you.
This is like a dessert.
Here we go.
I've got some napkins.
Did you know we were feeding you today?
no, I didn't.
Oh my gosh. This the lavender butter.
Okay.
Oh wow, I need a little bit more here. For that to go with the bacon and lavender.
Sorry, my friend. I did have a little more.
Now I see why you guys are opening more locations.
So the secret's out.
Yeah.
That butter is like nothing I've ever had before.
Well, what's crazy is I've eaten there probably 50 times.
Here we go.
And I've never had the bacon jam. Now I know.
Well, but that's part of the show. Like, every time we bring these restaurants in, we have the old reliable.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's going to be a problem. We go, I need 2 of those, 3 of these.
To be fair, you get in these ruts where you just order the same thing when you go places. And then you try this and you're like, what have I been missing?
So I come in and buy like a whole.
You know, I think we have not been asked that question, so we could certainly figure out a solution for it. I think this is a great deal right there.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we'll, but all right. So I got one more butter for you before we move to the gravies, which I will talk about that. This is the honey butter. So this was a childhood recipe that I grew up with. My mom would always make this around the holidays. We were thinking about items to put on this menu. I wanted to do something simple. Incorporate the fat and the sweet that goes perfectly on anything, but we love to put it on the biscuits. So go ahead and try
And everything's
some of that.
homemade here.
Everything is house made in every single restaurant. We make everything from scratch. So as we're rolling out the new location, when we sat down with the architect and the designers, they started asking like commissary kitchen, single locations. We ended up investing a significant more investment into our kitchens to be able to make things from scratch on site, because we think our hypothesis and what we've seen to be true is it's all about the experience. People want to know where their food comes from, how it was made, and ultimately be able to have confidence in the ingredients that are in it. We want to use real food, real butter, real flour. There's nothing artificial or any food science here. This is just pure food. So
What's in this? Yeah, one more time.
Honey butter. So what's so nice is what they make is like what you, in your mind, you picture when you're in the South and you have breakfast. This is what you imagine.
But
It's hard to get that.
when you guys talk about what you guys do for the holidays and the homemade, like this is what I picture. Like this is homemade, mass marketed and manufactured in a local restaurant. That is like what you would have mom make.
Absolutely. Every one of our restaurants is it's the proud partner or manager, right? We empower our leaders to take like understanding. So their names are on the doors. We want to take our name and make it go. Like I don't care if anybody knows our names. The brand is what drives the voice. I see that there. Going back.
We're doing that.
Look
For seconds on the bacon.
I've got more biscuits here. So
I do have more biscuits.
Yeah.
Because we're running out.
She's like, do you have the lid for this? I'm going to go ahead and slide it in my purse real quick.
I should have put my purse in.
I don't think Rob's ever coming back. Emily's here for good now.
But that is a New Yorker move, right? You go to a restaurant, you open the purse, put stuff in the purse, and then you go home, right? That's a New York move. Hey, I'm telling you, for my mom, that's here.
Or you go to a wedding and you.
Give me a centerpiece. That's a move.
That's classic. So we call that Dutch in Michigan. It's the Dutch way.
Yeah.
But if the purse was in here, we'd be down to 2 biscuits because the rest would be in Emily's purse to go home.
That's right.
Right?
And I don't blame you one bit.
No.
Yeah.
I don't carry a purse.
Well, for Emily to say that, she's an amazing cook. So it's so good.
But Rob's good at breakfast.
Rob is good at breakfast.
He's good at breakfast.
You've taught him well. He does.
He's missing out today.
I know.
You know what?
Sorry.
That's got to be a teaser clip. Sorry. All right, what's next?
All right, so I want to show you all the gravy here. And what we've got is, I want to start you with the process. So for the viewers out there, close your eyes and imagine sausage sizzling in a pan at 5:15 in the morning. It's slowly cooking, browning, getting that nice caramel on it. As all the fat comes out, we add more butter in it, and then we add the flour, and we let that sizzle and toast for about 45 minutes to turn into the perfect southern roux. Now we take milk, we add some milk, And now you go from a roux up into the actual gravy. We add the spices, the seasonings, and that's a process of making the butter biscuit gravy every day.
You had me at
7 days a week.
Yeah.
So most restaurants take either lumps of sausage, they call it a paste. They take a gravy paste and they just reheat and add dairy.
But this isn't most restaurants.
This is not most restaurants. This is the buttered biscuit handcrafted, and that's what we feel is, again, the right way to do things. So I've got some gravy here for y'all, and I've got this beautiful little plastic fork. So I'm gonna get this out. It might be easier. I might have to kind of pass this around, or I don't have any spoons.
You want to reuse this one?
Well,
Yeah, we can use
Just
that.
lick it off.
put some lavender butter on there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're family. Just lick it off the spoon.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me. You want me to hand you your plates, and let me get you some.
See how I got mine over there real quick.
Emily,
get in there first. It's like, Emily's busy over there. Just throw it on mine.
So here's the thing with gravy. You can eat it many different ways. You can eat it on a sandwich. You can eat it on biscuits. My daughters, they prefer to eat it raw, or just right out of a spoon. So they'll get leftover gravy, or not. They'll get gravy, and when they come in, they just order a side of gravy, and they'll just eat it with a spoon.
Wow. Okay, Rob.
He's
missing out.
And he doesn't mess around on the gravy either. My dad would love this. My dad always thinks he doesn't get enough gravy when he goes places. So
How long has this been cooking for? This has been
this specific batch, we cooked it. Then we have a therm process where we blast chill it, so to drop the temperature, so that as we reheat through the day, we have the freshest gravy possible and holds the food spec. So this one has been sitting in the fridge all day, and then right before I came over here, heated it back up.
so good.
And then been holding it warm for y'all here.
So Emily, you didn't know you were gonna get a full meal here. I didn't either.
So I think when Josh said, "Hey, we're gonna have some bourbon," I was like, "We need something to soften up that alcohol here." So what better than biscuits and gravy?
Oh my gosh.
Matt, I need to ask you an honest question. When you go back, how are you going to know what to order next time? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my family. I have a large family of 8 total. So I will instruct each of them, since I'm paying, you order this, 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 and I will be eating and sampling all of them.
That would be the smartest.
Right?
thing to do.
That's the way to do it.
I'm definitely going to order this. This is good.
The problem is I have to quit eating all this stuff like this. It tastes too good, and then it sticks with me. So my wife can eat all this and never gain 1 pound. Carrie can. I can eat it, just look at it and walk by it, and I gain.
You gained 3 pounds since we've been in here, though,
yeah.
Flamus.
So,
me
I've
too.
got
What do you have?
solution
Yeah,
for
what do
you.
you have for
I've
that?
got a solution for you. I had the same problem. I get out of corporate and I'm like, this is amazing. I've got my own restaurant now. Like, we can eat food. Same problem. Here's what we decided to do, and this is a very selfishly motivated menu decision. We have scrambles. I don't want scrambles that are small little scramble bowls. We do 4 eggs of locally sourced cage-free eggs. Top it full of veggies. Throw the protein on there. And if you want to get a biscuit, of course, you're at the Buttered Biscuit.
Right.
Amazing. But you can get the scrambled bowls, and it's legitimately about 35, 40 grams of protein in one of those scramble bowls. Fills you up. It's great food. The cheddar we throw on there, we shred in-house because why? We're handcrafted. We don't like any of the fillers, the sawdust, and the other things that go into shredded cheese. It's just not the way food should be.
So what I'm hearing you say, for the mountain bikers, the CrossFitters, the pickleballers, they don't have to eat this, although they probably should.
But eat a carb load now and then.
But they're eating the scrambles. So there's
That's
healthy
scrambles.
I've been carb loading is what I've been doing. I just haven't ridden the bike yet.
So here we got another thing. It's called the acai bowl. Have you ever tried our acai bowls?
My kiddos love. I haven't, but my kids get them all.
So one of the things we put on the acai bowl is our granola. Make this granola in house. It's it's a topping we put onto our acai bowl selection. Whole pecans, slivered almonds, baked oats. We caramelize down the brown sugar into it.
There's hardly any sugar in there.
Just a little wee bit. It's a southern amount of sugar.
So wait, this is also homemade?
Handcrafted.
So let me ask you, so do you bag and sell this? Because I'm a big fan of oatmeal, like oats and granola with
This
yogurt.
on oatmeal would take it to the next level.
The short answer is no. I think there's great, great opportunity there for sure.
Oh my God. That is so good. So if I wanted to order this with milk or this with yogurt at your shop, not options.
So the next seasonal menu, I love that you're saying yogurt. We're gonna have a yogurt parfait come, let's say March, April, and May, starting May.
That'll be
yogurt.
good with that.
Yep, just some fresh berries, some nice Chobani Greek yogurt, and then some topped with some of our house-made granola.
You're causing a problem for me because I will sit there, the waitress will come back 20 times. What are you going to order? I'm like, I don't know.
Bring it on.
What?
Well, I think what you do is if you're trying to watch what you eat, you get the protein,
Yeah.
and then you might throw a little of that bacon jam on the top of it.
I definitely.
And then if you're not, you got to get the biscuits.
So Emily, you would buy bagged granola and you would buy
Yeah,
bacon jam?
the bag granolas.
We're here to do incremental processes for
I
you.
think this is, if we only knew some people in this world who could do retail, I mean, that's, I think that there's lots of opportunity here. So I got a surprise visitor today, and I've got a surprise guest. Wait, there's more. But we're talking proteins, and I think that you go to a breakfast restaurant and you assume you're going to have bacon and sausage, maybe ham. We decided to take a little bit of a different jog on that ever since we've opened for 7 years. So here, let me show you. I did bring some of our sausage because I think we use a locally sourced sausage that's no hormone. But ladies and gentlemen, we house marinate our own corned beef. It's a corned beef brisket. Slow cook it for 12 hours, and we've been doing this since we opened
Emily,
7 years ago.
look at that.
Amazing.
We serve it on a few different dishes. People often think corned beef, and they think out of a can. They think this is a dish out of the 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Not interested. We're reinventing it because that's what we think. Corned beef brisket is honestly one of the best things that.
So what's the dish that you're putting this on?
So we serve it on a few different dishes. The most popular dish is called the Daylight Skillet. It's corned beef, potatoes, served with a Cajun in-house made hollandaise sauce, which obviously hollandaise sauce is just egg yolk, lemon, incorporated in the butter, clarified butter. And then the other one is a seasonal item right now, and it's called the beef brisket scramble. It's served with our house-made zucchini pickles, our in-house made spicy mustard, and of course the brisket with a little bit of cabbage on the side because you can't have
I love cabbage too.
Oh, you've got to come in and try the beef brisket.
That's what I don't
right now.
want to breakfast tomorrow.
So I've been eating.
Beef.
Oh my gosh.
I've been eating the beef brisket scramble. I'm not gonna lie, probably solid for the last 2 weeks.
It's so good.
The flavors are incredible. So as you bite in, you're gonna notice a few different things about this brisket. The brisket, first of all, the moistness, just the texture. We worked really hard on our recipe when we came out with it
I don't want
to make sure it was consistent.
Good.
I gotta take a bite of this gravy here. This has been staring at me for a little bit.
I'm going to tell you, I knew this was going to be a good episode, and I knew you were going to be good, and I knew my food was going to be good. There are some hidden gems here that I was not expecting today.
I feel like we haven't talked a lot. We've been eating the whole time.
So this brings up a fun point about restaurants. And, I think my favorite part. So you can tell I have a passion for the food.
Good.
I think the food, to me, sets the table. But what does food do? It brings us around. It puts different people from different backgrounds in one spot. We're all equal. When we're eating the same food, we all can have a conversation. We started a charity called Project Biscuit that looks to help the underestimated people who have been forgotten, passed over, and saying, what can you do with your life if somebody believed in you? Let's bring more people to the table, people who are perhaps undereducated, people who have different backgrounds. Maybe they grew up in a minority community and really were told they couldn't amount to much. One of our passions has been to work with individuals and charities, really, who work with people who have been underestimated, because we believe with the right amount of support and the right amount of community surrounding them, we've seen what it's done as a community rallies around a restaurant. And my wife, who didn't get her GED or didn't graduate from high school. She got a GED. She doesn't have a fancy degree, and yet she's the one who came up with this amazing idea and brings her love for simple food served the right way into the hands of the people. And that's really where Project Biscuit was born.
So 501c3.
501c3. We're proud to partner with Arkansas Community Foundation. It's the kind of the way in which we kind of they allow us, and kind of like we operate in coordination with them. It's been a great partnership, and I think we're looking forward to being able to do more with that.
So this is new, hot off the press kind of thing?
Yeah, so we just brought this out. We formed it about 2 months ago, and we're really excited to really become a little bit more public. We've always been supporting local charities that really focus on the underestimated, or really on educating and helping train people. Northwest Arkansas certainly has a whole bunch of community foundations that work in these areas, and we're excited to take this out across the state and hopefully across the region.
I mean, that's one of the things we've talked multiple times through the episodes about. Everybody's talking about business, and almost everybody says give back, do more, help others. Like, it's just such a cool theme. And listen, you're focused now on 2 new locations. You could be like, I could care less about others. I want to drive my brand, drive revenue, and all the things. And this is top of mind. This is what makes this community so special. This is what makes you so special, is that you're making time to do this other stuff when, quite honestly, you don't need to.
Yeah.
You want to.
Yeah. Or you probably don't have the time, but you're making the time, which is huge.
Well, it's about relationships and the people that we've had a chance to meet at the tables. And you recognize that, around great food, community happens. And we've seen marriages be restored. We've seen dating relationships start. We were their first date, and we were their wedding catering. We were the baby shower spot, and we were their first birthday. We were, I've met some of my closest friends as guests, and they turned into friends. We've seen people who have just come out of incarceration come in and just get a job, and they become salaried managers. Like, we've seen life transformation happens, and that happens around a table. And I think that happens in community. One of the hardest things about today's fast-paced, digitally focused life is that nobody takes the time to ask how you're doing. Nobody takes time to listen to the response of how people are doing. We're running around at this frantic pace when you really just need to sit down and have a biscuit and gravy and just sip a cup.
I like how we did that.
Coffee.
Yeah. He worked it right in there.
Worked the biscuit and gravy right in there.
And he's like, Matt, maybe you need to quit. Maybe focus more on the fast-paced life instead of the biscuit.
Or he's talking about maybe come in for the skillets, the scrambles, right? The thing.
Well, I'm going to try the protein dish.
No, you're not. Let's be clear.
No, I actually like that.
I'm sure it's amazing, but let's be clear. You're going to go in with biscuits and gravy.
Well, I may have to get some of the bacon jam.
Definitely.
The hard thing is, which one do you pick? Like, all of them have their own thing.
I was hoping to not like
Steven
something today. Like, I won't order that. And it's like, gosh, you added more choices to a struggle that I already have when I go in.
I mean, the strawberry's good, but I thought I was going to like that the best. But I think I like it.
I see what you're doing. You're bringing it closer to you. Where's her purse?
Yeah.
We'll let you take that home this year as a parting gift for you today.
Oh,
I've got the lid right here. It's all yours.
It's all nice here. How nice.
Put this right there.
Emily's like,
There we
let's
go.
go ahead and get that wrapped up right now.
We'll get that right.
She's like, I know, but she knows it's put right in her pocket. It's been around. Yeah, I mean, she knows. She knows I'll have it in my pocket.
We got the branding.
The branding, the biscuit branding right here.
You just put that in there.
Watch how fast this goes.
You enjoy that bacon jam.
Yeah.
Give you some biscuits to go.
I love
so.
Look at that.
Thank you.
So let me ask you a question. Your first time on the show, probably not your last, because Rob will not be back and you're going to take over. But think about this. The Mars Nelson holiday, how does this stack up next time? Maybe we save everybody time and just go pick up some biscuits. I think so. Right?
My worry is I don't know if Emily will she'll bring it. It'll stay over at her house. She'll tell me she's out.
Bob makes good biscuits, I have to say.
These are good.
Yeah.
No offense to your son. None. No offense to Rob.
I'm sorry.
Well, and Rob has said you have to be super careful. Like you said when you were, like, you can't mess with the dough a lot or it ruins the biscuits. They can't.
There's I've learned more about how the simple ingredients incorporate together. I ever thought I'd want to know.
Yeah, these are heavier.
They are
solid.
Mhm.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah. And they have like that. They're still kind of flaky though too.
Yeah. Oh,
which is what's they're. I don't know. It's
delicious.
yeah. You guys, everything you've done, your wife, I'm sure all of you guys. It's been a joint effort, but there's nothing here that isn't
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. I have to agree.
The team gets the credit. We've got 125 employees right now. We have 17 salaried managers, and they all show up every day. They are every day. We have people unlocking the doors at 5 a.m. Perfect spot for breakfast catering. Right? We're the only place in town that can get breakfast catering out early for your early morning meetings. And I think you start talking about what transformation means and giving somebody purpose and mission. And you recognize that regardless if people sit on a proverbial leadership throne or whether they are in the trenches, that people want to be respected and dignified with a solid haircut or with a great snifter of bourbon, or a fantastic breakfast. And I think that's one small way we can just demonstrate love and care as we try to heal a broken world through food. I think it's a mission that gets a lot of people, our staff certainly, out of bed every morning, is to really bring their best to the marketplace in that respect. And people often overlook them. You don't think about the simple thing that has to go right to make a handcrafted biscuit happen. But when you start, or any business operate, and I think there's great humility to the business owners who understand there's 10,000 things that have to go right before public actually starts to see it. When public starts to see it, you've already laid the groundwork. And success, success and failure is not something that's accidental. More often than not, it's a series of really just hard decisions that are made and diligence that's put forth. And so, yeah, we've learned a lot through this. It's been a real joy to serve the town of Bentonville, and looking forward to moving on to, kind of expanding the reach of what we're going to do.
And you guys, breakfast opened what time? And then you guys go through lunch as well.
We do. So we open at 6:30 in the morning.
Matt will not be there that time.
So except for the Moberly store, we open at 6 a.m. every weekday. So for those early morning breakfast meetings, come on in, get some.
Is it busy at 6 a.m.?
So we have some regulars that are in there every single week, and it's an awesome opportunity to just get to know those regulars. And we wouldn't close, based on them being there. Does it pay the bills? You know what? It's all about the relationships. So it's really more about the relationships.
That's the one Rob and I go to the most.
Not at 6 a.m. though. You ever see him here at 6 a.m.?
But we didn't even get into this, but like the employees that you have that like working there, he's got the best employees. And I mean,
they're amazing.
You guys do.
They're absolutely amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So lunch is
lunch until 2 p.m. Okay. So 2 o'clock on the weekdays. We close at 3 on the weekends because obviously everybody wants a brunch a little later. And so we're rolling out slowly, but everybody has liquor licenses now. And if you go to Moberly this weekend, we're starting to roll out alcohol liquor-based drinks. So we've got a Paloma. We've got a really fantastic espresso old-fashioned that we're doing. We've got a French 75, our take on it. It has lavender in it. I'm letting a sneak peek on that. We're doing a few different things with a couple of our drinks. I'm really excited to bring that to the table, and I think it's going to kind of help just dial up who we are and what we're able to offer Bentonville.
Anything you want to bounce off him? Any recipe or suggestions from you?
No, he said something about the sausage. What do you put into the sausage?
So we get this. We partner with a local farmer who grinds a special breakfast blend just for us.
Oh, okay.
And what they do is, we want to understand the supply chain of all of our ingredients and the food, because today, as I'm sure y'all are aware, it's unfortunate how industrialized certain food has become that doesn't need to be. There's no knock. Certainly, I've worked for large manufacturers. They service an amazing need, but for our needs, we really believe that it's important to know our suppliers. So we have a custom blend of spices that we put in there, and then that allows us to have that signature kind of universal breakfast sausage.
Did you say you put honey in that?
Not in the sausage.
Oh, okay.
Nope. We do put honey in the granola that we have here.
Granola, okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, these questions are better than what your predecessor sitting in that chair would have asked, because he'd have been like, the viewers want to know. And you're asking from the heart.
Yeah, I kind of messed up.
Rob,
I
yeah.
put the honey in.
You did great.
The sausage. I was going to say, wait a minute.
So we actually tried that, and we went through about 40 different sausage recipes. This is the mad scientist of food, y'all. Like, you can go down a hole real fast in how to make something the right way. What we found though is the honey. We tried maple syrup. We tried all these different sweeteners because you want breakfast sausage not too tart. So anyway, we found it browned too much, and it burned onto the griddle, and it just left an experience that probably wasn't.
He's like, and I had to clean the.
And I had to clean
so
the
we
grill.
never doing it. Again.
So we
Even
got
if
that.
it tasted good, we're not doing
let
it
that-
again.
no,
Because I've done it at home, and I'm the kids. I'm like, never put all that syrup in there again.
They're like, you know what? Don't know how the people who do it, but that's not for me.
It's not. We're not
for
doing it
me.
here.
Everything is excellent. I have to say, I'll definitely be coming in for a couple of these things.
So 5 stars for you today? 5-star Google review?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, I thought
I
the
would
the
say
brisket was unexpected too. It was so good,
Yes.
so good, and it was cooked perfect. And you cook all of that in house also.
We make it all from scratch in the house. Yeah,
It's
comes in
It's
as a
so
as a
good.
brisket, and we corn it up and
so you do everything to it.
That was
Yeah.
amazing. But again, this is part of the problem. I
Yeah.
don't know what to order next time I go in.
No.
Like, I always have my favorites, and this is, even the granola was so good. Damn you.
Yeah.
Damn you.
it's the simple things. It's the simple things.
Even when you want to eat good, you have to get the granola, and then it makes it. I mean, it's so. I've been over here snacking on it a little bit.
Like every time I come in, I either order pancakes or scrambled eggs and bacon. Then, your average breakfast thing. But now I know what to order.
Now we know.
So when we bring new managers in, we have them spend an entire week in what we call prep. Because for us, standing in the prep kitchen cooking is the most important role in the whole restaurant. Second most important role is we have them spend a week at the front door to understand how to make the food and how to engage with guests, make the difference between a successful manager and a not successful manager from what we've been able to identify. So, we've definitely gone through some trials and errors here. But,
You have it dialed.
thank you.
It's amazing, everything.
Thank
And I'm not just saying that. It's everything was. I mean, I like you said, I don't know what to order now when I get there.
I mean, this was causing
Because I was like you, Emily. I would always just order your normal. Give me an omelet or eggs, and
Never again.
It's I can't do the normal.
Never again. So a couple of recommendations for scrambles. Try that. We have an Aztec scramble. It's a green chili salsa.
Oh, that'd be right up.
Make it in house. A little sour cream. It's fantastic. It's got some of the sausage crumbles scrambled up into it. That's one of my favorites. But try the beef brisket scramble that we have on the special menu. It's only limited time. It's got spicy mustard and the zucchini pickles.
I have to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the go-to right now. That's the money.
Mm.
I wanted to bring it today, but they were actually baking them off as I left, and it's biscuit French toast. So you might ask, Sam, what do you do with the biscuits after they're a day old? Because I can't sell
Like, ask him that question. Give him, what do you do with the? Yeah,
Yeah, what do you do?
let's go.
I'll come over and take
Yeah, because Emily's like, those are going to go with me.
In the purse. And I've seen a purse. It's a big purse. She can fit half a dozen of those.
That's a great question, Emily. We turn them into what we call biscuit French toast. We take them, we break them apart, we add our French toast mixture with them, we bake them off, and then we give them a second life. And what we do is then we cook them with a little bit of butter on the grill. Right now we have a savory biscuit French toast on the seasonal menu. Next seasonal, we're going to roll a different flavor, and it's just enough to help kind of use those extra biscuits that we end up inevitably at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your go-to dish when you're there? I know what the answer is going to be. When you're there, you're like, I'm jonesing for lunch. I'm starving. I'm going to order
Right now, it's a beef brisket scramble, hands down. Yep,
special menu.
It's a special menu. I mean, I'm a sucker for it. It is literally. I don't think there's anything right now that's what my palate likes. I'm a strong savory guy when it comes to food, and especially it's a great lunch item. Second favorite is the Deep South sandwich, and that's got the bacon jam on it, fried chicken, zucchini pickles.
What happened to the bacon jam?
You know what? I think we ate it all.
So I haven't ever had zucchini pickles either. I don't think.
No, who has? Like that sounds
Have you,
amazing.
Emily, have
No,
you had them?
no,
Or
no,
have you made
never.
it? No.
No, never.
So I should have brought some today, y'all. Good job, Sam.
Yeah.
That fail. Epic fail right there.
You're gonna have to come back, and Emily will be here. Rob can't come that day.
Come on, Emily, bring it
A
up.
day off.
Well,
And do you make those in house too? The zucchini
do.
pickles. Okay.
So we slice the zucchinis and then we brine it off in a vinegar and a kind of a spice blend that we mix up. And then we have to chill it off, and obviously have to throw onions and some garlic and some other things in there to make it a pickle. But yeah, we pickle it all in house. I think it's about 3 days to get them pickled properly before we can start serving them. But and that's what makes a really good zucchini pickle.
Thank you for feeding us. I'm going to tell you, this was.
Well, I've got one more here, so there's more. There's more. Wait, there's more. Let's kind of.
Oh, you made a dessert.
So we've got a cinnamon roll.
Oh, so no.
We've got an awesome cinnamon roll here. We can get so I've got a little bit of chocolate caramel sauce I had tossed in just a little earlier, and so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut off. So
Would that be good with bacon jam? Because I don't know where it went, but
it would definitely.
Emily's like, we're out of bacon jam. That's all gone.
It's all gone. Wait,
all gone.
wait till Jake tastes.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's a bacon kid.
if I asked Emily for some bacon jam to put on that, would you allow me some or no?
So this.
No,
She had to think about it.
Think about it. I don't want to. You take that away.
No.
But no. I don't have any more room on my plate. This is amazing.
I know.
And then before, I'm going to give you a little bit of. I need to drizzle on.
This is dinner.
This is amazing.
Emily.
I'm going to give you, Miss Emily, the heart of the cinnamon roll. That's the love part right there.
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
Before you all dive in there, I'm going to dump a little bit of our
And of course,
handcrafted,
that's homemade, right?
homemade chocolate caramel sauce,
Oh,
making house.
thank you.
Take a little bit of that.
Okay, thanks.
Might be a little drip right there.
Rob, you don't know what you're missing.
No, Rob definitely missed.
Oh, this is so good.
I hope as he's renegotiating his contract, he's thinking about what he missed today.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, Emily.
So we sell these as an appetizer.
An appetizer.
We have breakfast appetizers. Our signature are the beignets and cinnamon rolls, and we do everything with biscuit dough. So you ask, you can't flip a biscuit dough and cut it and get the right flakiness of a biscuit more than twice. So what do you do with the outsides? We turn them in to cinnamon rolls, to beignets, and we serve them.
This is an appetizer?
We serve this.
How does anybody order food after this?
We get one for the table and you share it around.
It's crazy
It's
that
about
this
the
is-
size of your face, and
This is amazing.
It's crazy that this is like part of a biscuit too.
this is the same exact biscuit dough. So when you start talking about the buttered biscuit, we take biscuit dough and we put it in French toast. We put it in cinnamon rolls. We use it, of course, for our handcrafted famous biscuits. We work it all the way from top to bottom through our menu to make sure nothing goes to waste.
I mean, I feel like we just had a 7-course meal, but
I know.
You're going to come back on the show if you think you're going to be fed like this.
I know. I'll be here with it.
still, Emily's like, I know why Matt and Rob look the way they do now.
Hey, this gives you the energy for biking,
So
right?
good.
So if you want to talk about what Bentonville's known for,
Yep.
mountain biking, gravel biking, all things. It's another great B alliteration. And this is a great compliment to the physical activities of biking.
Well, and you guys are open early enough where you can go there.
6 a.m. when
Yeah.
you're having breakfast.
Yeah.
There.
I think as somebody who is passionate about business, the thing that drives me is the people. And I often say that the profit has to be there so we can keep serving the people. But I got to assure you that if it was strictly profit, there you would not have any of this food in front of you, because there are other ways to make money.
Yeah.
There's other ways to earn a living, and certainly bringing creativity to the table, no pun intended, and serving a community in this way. My wife would never have stepped out if she didn't truly see a need and then love the people that she was working with.
Love it.
So it's really fantastic.
Yeah, you
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Yeah, you guys hit it out of the park.
And Emily, congratulations on
Yeah, you're
being a permanent guest.
Your new gig.
This is great. You can retire from taking care of Rob, and this is now home.
Okay.
Rob, if you're watching, get out the tissues for your tears. You're done. Goodbye. You have been voted off the island. We've upgraded.
Josh isn't bitter at all.
I'm happy.
I know.
Thank you, Sam.
Josh,
Yeah,
thanks for the invite. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Sam.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Nothing but continued success.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.